And when you bring, you slaughter a zevach shlomim l'Hashem, l'ritzonchem tizbechu, that the intent should be l'ritzonchem, mean to do it properly. You see Rashi, very important. Or Chaim HaKodesh in this next pasuk. Chizizbechu lo nem pashuzu el lamed shlo teiz chosan el amnas leochel b'toch hazman hazeh. There's a concept known as pigul. The halacha is that if the Kohen, when he does the shechita with in mind to sprinkle blood not at its proper time, or the korban should not be eaten at its proper time, the halacha becomes pigul. Pigul means it becomes invalidated, and if anyone eats of the korban, he's chayv koris. What about if he has in mind to eat it chutz l'makomo? There's two things: chutz l'zmano, chutz l'makomo. Chutz l'zmano means he's not going to eat it at its proper time, not sprinkle at its proper time. Chutz l'makomo, it's not going to be eaten at its proper time. If he has in mind the kavanah not to eat in its proper time, the korban's possible. But if you eat the korban, you're not chayv koris. But chutz l'zmano, it's chayv koris. So this one, this pasuk is speaking specifically that when you bring it, you have to have mind to sprinkle blood in betoch hazman, in its proper time. If it's only to set the time, which is shnei yom v'layla echad, kochim kalim are eaten for 2 days and a night. We said it previously. When you slaughter it, do the shechita, that it ultimately should be l'rotzon, shem tachshu olav machsheves pigul, lo yirotz aleichem lefonai. It's not accepted. I mean, the Kohen is not chayv koris. Kohen only, he's invalidating the korban. The ritzonchem, zilfi pshuto, Rab Sein lom nibikan, lemesasi bekochim, sheposu shetzor shizkaven lishchot.
What's that abbreviation?
No, it's in French, Old French. It's Laz. Okay? The tzoncha means you have to know that you're slaughtering the animal. Let's say a person does an action, doesn't even realize he's doing an act of shechita. Then it's what do we think it's chulin? Let's say he thinks it's chulin. Doesn't even realize it's kochim, it's not valid. The tzoncha means he's aware it's a korban. Now, v'yom ziv chachem yochel, and this is speaking specifically as Rashi cited, it's not to tell us when you have to eat it. The kavon he has, v'yom ziv chachem yochel. On the day that your slaughtered Kohen has in mind, it's eaten on that day, u'mochros the next day. This is toch hazman. The kavon is toch hazman. But no, sir, at Yom HaShlishi ve'ishisor. If what's left over, Yom HaShlishi, because kochim kalim, shlomim is nechal l'shnei yom v'laylecha, 2 days, the day you slaughter it, the night, and the following day. Shkir, the next day you're not permitted, but when do you burn it? You burn it on the 3rd day. ביום זבחכם יאכל שיזבחו שתשחטהו בנס לאוכלו בזמן זה שקבעתי להם כבר. ומאוכי יאכל ביום השלישי, but if he eats it on the 3rd day, פיגול הוא לא ירוצה. רש"י, ומאוכי יאכל ואימנו עניין לחוץ לזמנו, שכבר נאמר, אם יאכל יאכל מצא זבח שלומים, תנאו דין יחוץ למקומו, יאכל יחייב קוריס על חילו. So what about the Kohen had a kabona chutz lebekomo, that chutz is man, maybe he should have the identical liability, which is koreis. Tamadova, nefshel chelsmen avono tiso, mimeno v'lo michavero. Yotzo nishchav machshev chutz lesman mekomo, that there's no chiv. Koreis. Pigul, what's the meaning with pigul? Metuov, it's something which is abominable. Umerak pigulim kleim. You extract, you purge the impurities. From what? From the kli, what's absorbed in the vessels. Ochlov avoni yiso ki es kodesh Hashem chilel. Ochlov of the shchutz lizmano ki kodesh Hashem chilel v'nichros ha-nefesh mi'amel, and therefore that nefesh will be cut off from its people. Rashi, ochlov avoni yiso b'noser gomer kos medaber. Firstly, noser. What's the liability of noser? There's a miyut, there's an exclusion. Here we speak about a korban that's left over, it's nos that's left over. Okay, now here there's no Chaim HaKodesh. He goes to explain what exactly Why should it be a chiv koris? See, ask, take, if you have a gross condolence, he says, Nichruso. I went to the deuce with Alan many years ago, when Alan was a young man. What?
Many.
This is have chutz lizmano, right? Not to do the slaughtering outside. The kavanah was to do with chutz lizmano, the zriko or the achil chutz lizmano. Yesh lo seis tam loma yechomer onish kohen ochel kodshim chutz lizmano chiv kores miyosim yochel nevelu trefu shkotzim. Eat not kosher. There's only a lav, right? Person kills an animal without shechita. It's a lav. You eat a rodent. It's a lav. But if you eat pigul, which is chutz lizmano, there's liability occurs. Why? Why is it mochomer? Da. This is for the same reason why we say a Jew is matami bo'el, a goy is not matami bo'el. Right? Odom kiyomus bo'el. Atem kriyim odom. If your person has the classification of odom, it's matami bo'el. Akum is not odom. They're not classified as odom. Therefore, only contact, but not under the same roof. Yisrael oil. Yisrael matami ba'oil, vein akum matami ba'oil. Letzat Yisrael hem bechinas hakdusha. Klal Yisrael represent. We're in the classification of kedusha. Lezeh shemistalekes mimena hakdusha. Therefore, when the neshama departs from the body, because the body was the receptacle, was the repository for the neshama. Kol haklipos miskaptzin yahu b'molav. Explains this in Chukas. Therefore, all the nether forces gather and attach themselves to the body, because the body initially, he compares to a bottle of perfume. You empty it. There's the fragrance left in. So the body being the receptacle, there's a remnant of the kedusha left in the body. Therefore, all the nether forces, everything needs a degree of unika. It has to be nourished. So they attach themselves to that kedusha. When you consecrate something, it's Hashem's domain. It's Kodesh Hashem. So its level of classification is the ultimate level. It's kedusha. So now let's say the time it expires. It's no sir. Mistalek is kedusha. The kedusha now departs. But this animal originally had kedusha. V'shorolov tuma gedola. As a result of that, the nether forces attack it in the most intense level. Asher kareses nepshav chalosos. Now, when you eat it, it's like you have something which absorbed the most toxic substance, and now you eat it, you're going to die. So, because the animal was originally kodesh, and now it expired, so it doesn't have the original kedusha any longer. But because initially it had the kedusha, what attaches itself to it? The most intense level of nether forces. So when you ingest it, what does it do? It destroys your neshama. That's the koris, cuts you off. Masha'en came tumas achilo shar isurim kidevelu trei b'shkotzim eat some not kosher. Never had any kedusha. It's not kedusha. It was there, then it departed. Therefore, there's a consequence. Therefore, it's only a love. Va'omro ki es kodesh Hashem chilel. Shenire sheyakbid al b'sar hakodesh dvarei yakbid al nefsho chiles dover tuma. What's the reason the piece of machal is neshama? Ulai ki tzachal ydachilas haboshu hu mashlim masa shlomim. Normally, when you eat, the Gemara says kohanim ochlam al miskaprim. When the kohen eats the korban, that's part of the kapora. When he ingests it, and even Rashi Psochim, even when the owner, even though the Gemara says kohanim ochlim is bal miskaprim. When the kohanim eat of the korban, that's part. The blood is kapora, but the ultimate level of completion, kapora is the eating of the korban. So also when the owner eats, it's part of it. V'zech shochem bosi ishba chila kodesh shegomer mashikvar nasa yidei masazer hu bosi tomi mchales shekvar bo bekodesh me'adam achelif ugam kein sibas lashroshes tuma gedola bosa ki bechinas hara tikave umashiv l'bokav asovuch v'sorach l'kedusha. He says the entity of evil, it hopes and waits and it yearns to be able to be intermeshed with something of kedusha. No, no, but I'll give you an example. The Gemara says that Haktoras Chalovim, you sacrifice the animal. That it's a more complete korban. What happens if it becomes kedam, goes lost? You yotze, but it's not. The korban is not complete. As a complete kapara, korban has to be burnt, right? The innards have to be burnt. That's part of the kapara. You have at a minimal level, or even at a 2/3 level, you have it. The eating is part of the kapara.
So the kohen or the person who brought the compost didn't have taste of the food, did not eat,
And it became noser, and it became leftover.
Right. So
Person has kapara just with the sprinkling.
Kosher compost, right? It's fine.
Kosher, but it's still, but
Sprinkling of the blood.
But in the fullest sense, he does not have kapara.
So it becomes no, sir.
He has to be burnt. So the minimal level of kapara, it says ain't kapara ela b'dam. Kapara is with the sprinkling of the blood. That's the blood is the primary kapara. But if to complete it, you have to have the eating, you have to have the burning, and everything else.
And if you ate the no, sir,
So the person is chayv koris.
it's koris?
Sure.
The way that we're formulating it, like eating prevents the stomach mineral, whatever, becoming upon the and contaminating.
No.
Or the other way.
The other way, when it becomes noser, because originally it had kedusha, and now with the part, it's like the neshama departing from the body.
Right. So how does he say just the eating?
No, he's just saying, the eating originally, because it has kedusha, is part of the kapara. It's part of the kapara. So therefore, no, because it has kedusha. That's kedusha. That's part of it. It has kedusha, and it's meant to be eaten. It's meant to be eaten.
The whole thing, I mean, what if the color doesn't eat the whole thing?
So,
Get the part of it.
I mean, no, sir, is a love. You're not permitted to leave something over. The only reason why you don't get malchus is, of course, love and say. Because he corrected with the burning, that corrects the love. So you see something, really, the whole thing should be eaten.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate level.
Like,
But now that you didn't eat it, so whatever's left has to be burnt.
but the guy get kapara, full kapara, he doesn't crank it into all of it.
Not sure.
No, sir.
In the mitzvah, they only have to be kind of a little difficult to be good.
Is the kohen allowed to share with the kohen?
Wow.
Is the kohen
Sure. All corner. Any corner. Sure.
So he can have his piece, he can give it to the...
Or even by shlomim. Person says, I want it all for myself. Right? You invite people. If you can't finish it, you invite people to eat it. It's like this. It's not no, sir. It was the toe, that's for some reason. Yeah. Okay, let's see the morale. The Gemara says in Sukkah that when you burn the animal, it's called shiori mitzvah. Shiurim, it's like the remnants. It's the remnants of the mitzvah. It becomes more complete.